I'm at the shooting range today, and I'm going to be putting an Airsoft sniper rifle up against a bolt action 22. Here are the two rifles I'm testing today. We have an Airsoft L96 in the back and a Savage 22 bolt action in the front. I'll put the rifles to 5 tests: range, accuracy, cost, looks, and fun. And then we'll see the results and decide who wins. The L96 has been upgraded to shoot 500 feet per second with 0.2 gram BBs. I will be shooting 0.4 gram BBs today. The Savage Bolt Action 22 has also been upgraded, and this is the rifle I used for my budget 22 sniper build. Okay, let's start with the Airsoft gun. We have a pretty strong left to right crosswind today, so I'll be using a good amount of holdover just to get the BBs on target. I'm going to start out at 25 meters and I'll push it out to 50 meters. Okay, it's hitting really easily at 25 meters. Let's go to 50 meters. So let's have a look down the scope so you can see what I'm seeing. Here's the python I'm aiming at, but in today's conditions, I'm having to aim 2.5 dots high, 3 dots to the right. And that was a hit. At this point, I'm just playing around with ranges, trying to figure out the maximum range I can reliably and consistently hit a target. For the Airsoft gun, the maximum range for target shooting, where you're hitting kind of a target every single time, is about 50 meters. After that, the groupings start opening up and they become a little bit too random. It's now time to test the 22. We've got a pretty strong wind out today, so I'm not going to push it as far as I can. I just want to see how far this gun can accurately shoot for target shooting. Ooh. A wasp just landed on my leg. I wouldn't care too much, but I got stung about a month ago, and it wasn't very nice. So this is at 100 meters. I am aiming at this circle right here. But due to conditions today, I'm having to aim up and to the right. For a bolt action 22, I would say you wouldn't want to shoot it more than 100 meters for accurate target shooting. You can definitely shoot it further than that, but for best accuracy, 100 meters is about the limit. So unsurprisingly, for round 1, the 22 wins by double the range, with the Airsoft getting about 50 meters and the 22 about 100 meters. For round 2, what I'm going to do is I have 5 clay pigeons set up, which I'm going to shoot with the 22, and I have 5 pythons set up that I'm going to shoot with the Airsoft gun. And I'm going to see if they can both hit all 5. We will start with the Airsoft gun. I'll show you what the scope is looking at right now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so I hit 4 out of 5. Not too bad. I'll show you down the scope. I'll hit that last one. That was the one I missed, but I shot it again and hit it. Then that was hit. And then I had, I just took a shot at the clays with the Airsoft gun just to have some fun, and it actually kind of cracked it. So I gotta put a new clay out for that one. Okay, so now it's time for the accuracy test with the 22. Perfect. Perhaps unsurprisingly, I got 5 out of 5. Okay, so 2 in a row for the 22. The 22 aced the accuracy test. So now, cost. Surprisingly, both of these guns cost about the same. This one has been modified up to 500 feet per second, but they're both around the $350 mark. So when it comes to cost, some things to consider is this. These cost 2.5 cents a shot, and these cost 15 cents a shot. So it's not that big of a difference for one, but if you went out and shot 100 of these, that would be the equivalent of shooting 600 of these. So it really does add up. If you go shooting for 3 years, the savings will be pretty significant. So for the round of cost, the Airsoft gun wins. For this round, let's compare looks. I will say with my 22, I've gone above and beyond to try and make it look cool, painting it white and all that. For the most part, bolt action 22s are some of the most boring looking rifles you could imagine. Whereas with Airsoft guns, you know, they design them to look like these super high-end $10,000 sniper rifles, and you have your pick of pretty much any rifle you want. When you cock the rifle, the bolt doesn't open. It's just this massive silver tube moves back and forth. Whereas obviously with the real rifle, when you cock it, the bolt moves back and forth. So that is kind of cool, but I don't think it's enough to save it from the boring looks. So I'm going to say for the looks, the airsoft gun wins. For the final round, it's quite subjective, which is more fun, 22 or an airsoft gun. To help with the decision, I'll look at a table which compares the pros of an airsoft gun and the pros of a bolt action 22. I'll whiz through the table in order to get through it quickly. So for the airsoft, it's much easier to find places to shoot. You could shoot in your backyard or inside even. You can buy the rifles easily. You don't need a license. You can just go out to a store and buy one. They have cheaper running costs, which is a huge advantage over time, especially if you're on a budget. And if you have an airsoft gun, you can enter airsoft events and have a good time with it. I could leave it at a draw and say that the airsoft and the 22 are equal, but I hate when people do that. So I'm going to say for me, based on the list, the bolt action 22 is more fun for myself. They are both amazing and it's super close. So have a look at the list and determine for yourself which is best for you.